City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine.
Just getting ready for today's video. This cream, they've just launched it in a body cream, so I have been using this for years. I just want to quickly tell you this because they're giving out free ones of these, so I wanted to show you. This is the Sicily Black Rose face products, and it is one of my favourite face products. I use the oil, the eye cream. It's so good for delicate skin, and it's just amazing. They've just launched the body cream, and I wanted to share it with you because there's so much hype about different products on the internet. I think it's a really good idea for you to try a sample for free before you invest the money in it. So there are limited samples available for free. All you have to do is click the link in the description box below and they'll just send you out one. It's literally no catch. And I was just popping that away. So now we're going to get on with the Chanel unboxing. Hello everyone. So I've been revealing my bags actually in vlogs, but I want to talk about a bit more of a story behind this one. So here I am doing a dedicated video. It's the end of the day. I filmed so many videos. I've got lots of hauls that have already gone live, and home update, which is the major one because I'm sharing all of the kitchen, all the reveal of the vibe and everything. So yeah, just trying to get this done by the end of today. Bambi! 1 second, I'll have to bring that in the video. Okay, I'll sit here. Yes, a bit of a different setup because I'm just making the most of this plaster colour because I absolutely love it. This will not be in here. I just like the light and everything here. It might be a bit echoey because we don't have enough furniture in here. Filmed so many videos today. I've done a big home update where I revealed the kitchen, which I'm just so over the moon with. It's such an amazing kitchen, an amazing company that we found, and lots of hauls, so I'll link them below. So in this video, not only am I going to show you a new bag, I'm going to show you another bag which you're going to help me decide if I should keep or not. Then I'm going to talk to you about recycling bags and your wardrobe, and we're going to talk about the big bag trend. So I'm going to show you the new bag, and I've used it so much. This is my new bag. It's a vintage Chanel classic flat from Luxury Promise. And just a disclaimer, I do work with Luxury Promise. I shop there, I buy things, I sell things. This I actually got as part gift. Well, I don't know actually, because I did buy so much stuff from there. I sold a lot of my Manolos because my feet have grown since the pregnancy. So if you're looking for some Manolos, they might have them still, or they might have just been uploaded, I'm not sure, go and check it out. So I usually get credit because you get more when you take credit. So, and they take from, you can sell, anyone can sell. They don't take everything, they're quite particular on things being pristine. Like this bag is absolutely pristine. Everything I've had from them is pristine. You can get a quote over email or WhatsApp. And they're always looking for new stock. So I really recommend that you recycle your wardrobe. I sold so much to pay for my Hermes special order, just because I just want to filter down the pieces that I'm really wearing, and I'm trying to not be as excessive. And I loved everything I sold, but I just wanted to condense my collection a little bit more. And I just really found that I enjoyed my new bag. This is such a good tip to make you sell. I really enjoyed my Hermes special order more than any bag. Not because it was a special order, but because I'd sold to buy, so I didn't feel guilty about spending so much money. So I recommend selling. It's obviously good to recycle everything. Now, before we get into this, you might, for those of you that watch my videos, you might think that this is a bit similar to my other vintage Chanel, which is my classic Chanel Mademoiselle bag. And yes, they are very similar. You don't have to have two. And I don't have the biggest Chanel collection in the world, of course I don't, but I do have a fair amount of Chanel bags, and I do love vintage Chanel. So I really wasn't going to buy this one because I thought this was too similar, and if I could turn back the time not buying this, I would still get this because I still love this bag. I love that it's a little bit longer. That's very bit good, but you can see it's a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, and I love the paneling of the leather, and I love that texture of the leather. So for me, it's very different, and I wear this bag all the time. I absolutely love it, especially being, I've always loved the jumbos and the maxis at Chanel, but being a mummy, I've always got baby wipes, snacks, all those essentials, but I don't feel like I've got this huge, I literally can put like nappy wipes, and I'm gravitating to wearing these bigger bags, which is so convenient because we're back on bigger bags, which I'll talk about at the end of this video. But I do love this bag, and because I'm wearing it so much, loving it so much, I just thought, you know what? I went in to sell a load of stuff. I was really thinking about getting one. They keep selling out, so if they have one at Luxury Promise, do snap it up for 2 reasons. We'll get to the second one later, but they always sell. I styled a shoot with Luxury Promise, and I was 50-50 about buying the one on the shoot, and it went as soon as it went online. I actually don't think it made it to online. I think it sold in the Instagram live, so do follow Luxury Promise on Instagram because they do lives all of the time, and I have a story to tell you about their lives in a second. So when I went in, sold my shoes, I got the credit back a little bit more because I chose credit, and I thought it's meant to be, I'm just going to get it. And the reasons why I love it so much, I went to buy a jumbo new before lockdown, the very first one. I've been thinking about it all since, and then I went and I had another look just before I bought this. And there are 2 reasons why I didn't want that one and I chose for pre-loved. It's because, actually no, it's 3 reasons. This large CC I love. I'm such a lover of this large CC. I can't get enough of it. It's such a focal point to a bag. It doesn't get lost. The quality is the second. It's really heavy, and I do love that heaviness in the chain. And the colour of the gold. These are obviously vintage and a lot older than the newer ones that I have, and it doesn't tarnish. So quality, the big vintage 90cc, and the price. You will save just under £2,000 if you opt for a vintage one. So there's 3 very valid reasons as to why I wanted vintage. If they were the same price, I would still go for this because the quality and the big CC. I love it, and I just love the look of that more orange hardware. So I'm so over the moon with this. Touching on trends ever so slightly, Honoré's, I don't know, singing or something in that upstairs. Touching on trends again lately, during this pandemic, we have seen the rise of, statistically, this has been researched and published, the number 2, I can't remember what number 1 was, it wasn't a handbag, so I kind of dismissed it, but the number 2 most sought after item for luxuries and non-essentials is a Kelly bag, but not new, a pre-loved Kelly bag, and pre-loves in general. The price of a vintage Kelly has literally doubled. And I'm gutted about this. Not obviously this is something serious, I mean like shopping gutted. I have wanted a Kelly in my birth year for about 5 years before I wanted a new Kelly. Just that's something special about having a Kelly in my my birth date of birth, and I haven't been able to find one, but I'm looking all the time, and then I found one that was a year younger than what I was, and I was blown away by the price. It had doubled, and I just thought, and I spoke to Sabrina at Luxury Promise, and I was like, what's happened? And she was like, yeah, they're so rare, they're so hard to get. So what I am going to tell you, when I first was thinking about getting this, it was a good £1,200 less. When I bought this, it was cheaper than what it is now because they have become so rare. The camel one in this, which I really, really want, I did find one, but the price was just extortionate. Even this has gone up because the people that source these vintage bags, they're struggling to find them. They're getting rarer and rarer because they're becoming more in demand and the price is rising. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm not going to get this, the price has gone up, now is the time because it is only going to get higher and higher, and it has been, the vintage market has been affected by the price of the new Chanel prices because people went more and more to the better prices, that it was better value for money. But then also a lot of people are more aware of the environment and recycling their wardrobes and going for pre-loved. Lots of people love the history and the story behind pre-loved bags, and I think they're being appreciated more than ever, but the price is going up. So if you're thinking of buying this, do get it now, because I can guarantee you that even in a small amount of time, I'm talking 6 to 8 weeks, this will increase. If you find this now, I guarantee that not only will it go up in price and you'll feel gutted, but you'll make an investment if you buy this, because the price is going up and up and up, because people are loving pre-loved and vintage more than ever. It's a fact. And also the big bag trend. So should we talk about the big bag trend? So obviously things come back around. I had a bit of a space out moment then. Obviously things come back around. I've got another bag to show you as well. Things come back around, but it is so surreal being old enough to see a trend do a full circle, and I'm talking about the 90s trend. I see all of these young girls thinking they're so cool, and they are, because they've got wearing this new trend. But it's really hard to get your head around it when you're like, that's what I used to wear when I was a teenager. And you find it really hard to embrace this trend, and you feel way too old for it because you associate it with wearing it when you were younger. It's very weird. So the 90s are back, the big bags are back. I'm so happy about it because I've always loved a bigger bag, and obviously being a mummy, as I explained, but they're just so flattering. Wearing a bigger bag, you know, having this on the side, for me, is so much more flattering than having some tiny weeny little bag that's going to make you appear bigger than what you are. Not even to mention how unpractical they are. The amount of times I've worn my mini Kelly fits my phone, but it doesn't fit my vlogging camera, so I was always holding a load of stuff. However, I do love the mini Kelly, and I do want to buy another one. Trend or no trend, I do love that bag, but I do find it makes me look bigger. What was that? Stalula. So yeah, very happy about the bigger bag trend coming in. It's very practical, very flattering, and now is the time to buy one of these bags because of the trend, the price, and everything like that. So that's my new bag. I'm so happy with it. I've worn it so much. I'll put up a couple of pictures here, and from tomorrow I will start sharing more on my Instagram, so I wanted to share it on here first. Luxury Promise do have one of these in stock, and maybe another one. They always sell before the lives, on the lives before it goes online, so do be quick. And I have some very exciting news. I said to Sabrina at Luxury Promise, oh, I'm going to do an unboxing of this. Can I have a discount code? Because they've completely stopped discount codes at Luxury Promise. And not only has she given me one for a very limited time, it's literally only going to be a week, she's given me a massive 5% off, and I couldn't believe it. I even said to her, can I use my own discount? Because that is such a huge saving. I couldn't believe it. Do check in the description box below. I'm not sure it's going to come off Hermes. And whenever they do a huge discount like this, it's once in a blue moon, and Chanel is never included. So I think she is going to include it in this. But check in the description box below for details, and I will link the one below that is for sale. Now the second, and you've seen my Mademoiselle, there's a whole unboxing of this as well. I'll try and find it and link it. I love both bags. You can put your name down for this if you like at Luxury Promise. It's super, super rare now. Oh, do you know what I wanted to talk to you about the lives? I am addicted to the Instagram lives at Luxury Promise because there's just so many amazing things on there. I actually found my Dior strap from one of their Instagram lives, and I sold some bits in order to get it. So I had a break from there for a day because I got addicted and always wanted to buy stuff. And I went on there the next morning and I didn't even know it existed. I'd never in my life seen it for sale. This in white. Imagine in white how beautiful that must be. They had a red one as well, and I love a red bag, especially red with gold 90s Chanel. White tee, jeans, love it. I would have this in every colour. You know, I have the brown suede one. I'll put up a picture here. That's also from Luxury Promise. I love that bag. I love suede bags, and it's so rare to come across a suede bag or this bag in brown. One of the other girls at Luxury Promise, they got another brown one, and she snapped it up because we all know how rare the brown Chanel bags are. So if you do see one, snap it up or put your name down at Luxury Promise. So yeah, I was so gutted that I missed the white one of these, and I keep asking them to try and find me another one, but that will teach me for not watching their Instagrams. Now, second bag that I want to reveal is this vintage classic flap. For those of you that know my collection already, you will know that I have a newer version of this one. If this wasn't sentimental to me, I would have sold it for sure, bought this one and then saved some money to put away, or maybe buy something else, knowing me. The thing why this is so sentimental is this is my first ever Chanel bag that I bought. I bought it at Harrods, and it was at the time period where they had the black interior. And I do love that because it's limited now. What I don't like about this bag is I don't like the feel of it. I don't like how light the chain feels compared to pre-loved, and I always liked new and vintage 50-50. Then I went a bit into the newer bags that I liked. But looking at my history of what I've loved, what I've kept, I've always kept my vintage ones and loved them from the get-go to now. Whereas I don't always feel like that with my new ones. And I think a lot has to do with it is the quality. This is tarnished, it looks champagne, a bit nothingy. Whereas I love the dark, deep gold and the 24 karat gold. It doesn't tarnish and it feels better. And I think that's why over the years, you know, the last 10, 15 years, I've just through that test of time of buying so much Chanel, I've truly realised that I love the vintage ones more. And then with the new price point, it's a no-brainer. So I get asked all the time on my Instagram, in my DMs, I'm investing in my first Chanel, which one do you recommend? I recommend the classic flap. You cannot go wrong with a classic flap. Like this one you can wear with a tracksuit, with a suit, with smart casual, you can wear it whatever. You can wear it to a wedding, dinner, date night, you can wear it everywhere. Shopping, crossbody. I still feel the same about this one. I love wearing this look with a tracksuit, I love wearing it with a suit, I wear them everywhere, and I totally would wear this out for dinner, but maybe if I'm younger going to a bar I probably would opt for this. You can't go wrong. I used to always praise the Chanel Trendy, so you might want to know what I think about the Chanel Trendy. I'll just put, I don't know, cutaway or picture. I still love it. I still love the top handle and the chain, and I won't change my mind about that. I feel it's very practical, has a lot of room. Unfortunately, the Chanel Trendy became too trendy, literally. It just became too much of a trend for me. It was too everywhere. It lost the appeal for me. And then because I do love collecting my Hermes Kellys with a long strap and a handle, I would always gravitate to wear my Kelly over that. But for me, it just became too much of a saturated bag. This, probably more people own the classic flap, but it just is so classic and you cannot go wrong. If you want to ask me if you should buy pre-loved or new, you can't go wrong with both, but it's a no-brainer that you go with vintage. You will save money, and the quality is better. And if you're like me and love that huge 90cc, that's another reason to buy that. And if you shop somewhere like Luxury Promise, where you are guaranteed authenticity, they don't like to brag about this, but I can. They have the most experienced, and I know this industry like the back of my hand. I've worked in there for over 10 years in this pre-loved industry. They are the most renowned within the industry authenticators, and they train other people. When you go to shop somewhere else, if they have a good authenticity team, it's been trained by someone at Luxury Promise. But that is an informal disclosure. That's just something I want to brag about them, because I have every faith in them when it comes to authentication and credit where credit's due. Sabrina is renowned in the industry. Everybody goes to her. Anybody who wants something authenticated, they go to Sabrina, and nothing goes past Sabrina at Luxury Promise. So you'll have trust buying from them, and you can do what I do. I recycle, I get credit, I swap. So that's my opinion when it comes to pre-loved. Should I keep this? I wanted to ask what you think. And although I know it's very similar, to me it is different because it has a different leather finish, it's more gold, it has the maroon inside. I'm just thinking it's a bit of an investment as well. I've got two of the big ones, why not two of these? Let me know what you think. But they do have a few of these in stock. And if you're looking to buy a new luxury bag, this for me nearly dropped it, is the bag that you should invest in. I just think if I could have one designer bag, it would be this. Just because, I mean, yeah, I love a Kelly, an Hermes Kelly, but taking into consider price and practicality and everything, Hermes Kelly is probably my favourite bag. But if you're just starting and you're looking at Chanel, this is the best Chanel classic flat bag, and I do prefer the vintage. I'll link these below. I will get the details of the discount code below. Did we talk about the big bag trend? I did film this already, but I wasn't happy with the camera setup, and I should have put my head in front of that ring light reflection. That is really annoying, sorry. I should have done it here, but I couldn't be bothered to move the sofa. So Chanel vintage Mademoiselle that you've already seen. Still love this bag so much. I absolutely love it, and I'll be wearing this all the time. I'm in love with this bag. This is definitely, without a doubt, one of my top 5 bags that I own. I love it. I just love wearing it, and I just love how it looks with any single outfit. So I'll link everything below. Do let me know what one is your favourite bag. I'd love to know if you prefer the vintage classic flap, the new classic flap, the maxi or the medium or large classic flap. I would really be intrigued to know what you like. And do you prefer the classic flap or the Mademoiselle? I would really be interested to see your feedback on what you prefer. I will link them below. Don't forget you can sell things with Luxury Promise as well. Do check out my other videos. Oh, do you know what I forgot to tell you? This is important, prices. So my classic flap, let's just say that a new classic flap is 5,500. I'm pretty sure that mine was closer to 6,000 when I bought my yellow one. And although I love that bag, I haven't been blown away by it, and I think it's because I don't like the quality of it, I was telling you, and the price. I'm a bit begrudged to the price, which is why I'm really going pre-loved. And I love my pink vintage Chanel bag more than my yellow one, and it's because of the feel of it. So I'm looking for a lilac vintage Chanel bag, classic flap. If anyone sees one, I really want one. And I would love a white maxi. So yeah, Luxury Promise, if you're watching this, please find me another one. Yeah, so this will be under 4,000, and you're looking at just under 6,000 for a new one. So no brainer that you go for vintage, and I'll link some below if I can find some. So thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you will subscribe. Go and head over to Luxury Promise on their Instagram. You will love following them, and I recommend, just because things sell on their lives before they hit the website, so you'll get some really good finds there. Says me, who missed my white classic flat. But I'd love it if you would go and subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram, and I will catch you in my next video. Do you know what I need to tell you before we go? Do you know what else I forgot? Did we talk about the when I was talking about the big bag trend? This is what happens when I film 2 videos and redo it. So the big bag trend, we've seen through the pandemic that the number 2 bag that has been bought, no, the number 2 luxury non-essential item that's been bought in the last year through the pandemic is not only an Hermes Kelly, but a pre-loved Hermes Kelly. And that is just because people love the story behind vintage. They think that they're getting, or they are getting, more for their money, a better price point. I too love the look of a vintage Kelly. I love the box leather. And the prices of these vintage Kellys are on the uprise. So although you might feel disheartened that the price is going up and up, it's only going to get bigger. So grab some stuff from your wardrobe, go and sell them. I really recommend selling with Luxury Promise. And maybe now's the time to invest in one of those vintage Kellys. And I also wanted to show you, might need that. Before I go, I actually wanted to show you something that I found inside this bag that I forgot to tell you about. I'm trying to cover up that ring light because it's really distracting for you. Inside my bag, I have a water bottle. Now this is a Luxury Promise, one of their products. It's a water bottle that is obviously reusable, so just encouraging to not have plastic bottles. But it fits in a handbag, so it's a water bottle for a handbag, and they are going to be doing these in blue, for any of you boys that don't want to have a pink one. And I am actually using them. They fit so perfectly. By the way, this came with the authenticity card and everything. they just go straight in there, and I want to show you them in one of the small bags as well, so that you can see that they actually fit in that bag, in this size bag. So they're less likely to spill, split. You can fit your wallet in there, whereas a normal bottle you wouldn't be able to fit in one of these small classic taps. Look, and it's perfect. So I really recommend that if you are shopping there, or even just to get one of these on their own, they are so handy, good for the environment, encouraging you to use one water bottle. But how clever that they fit in your bag. They fit in all of my bags. I've been using them for my Kelly bags to go in my, what are they called? It's gone out of my head. Inserts. Fit really well in one of the pockets. So yeah, I just want to show you that. I'll link that also below because they're really cool. I think you should all have one of these for your handbag. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.